Hi all, it's Siobhàn again from eventualmother.com, back with another video, and today we're reviewing Sophie the Giraffe. So, Sophie, okay, so I've got to admit firstly, obviously I'd heard of Sophie many a time whilst I was trying to get pregnant, during my pregnancy, and pretty much every day since Harrison was born. I think that the question is, heard of Sophie? Are you going to get Sophie? Do you have a Sophie? And until very recently the answer to them was yes, I've heard of her, but no, I don't have one. And I must admit, I kind of thought it was all hype. I figured it was kind of a designer toy, but the price was low enough that it was attainable to most people, and therefore people are buying them to go look at my fancy teether, when really any old teether that was cheaper would do the job just as well. Alright, I've been proved wrong. So I'll explain to you why Sophie is so good. Firstly, she's really organic and ethically made, and pretty wonderful on that front. So she's made from the Hevea tree sap, I believe, which is like proper, authentic, good rubber. Not this rubbish vulcanized stuff that a lot of toys are made from nowadays. Vulcanized rubber and other types of rubber that they use nowadays, they don't tend to last too long. They're not very hard wearing, and in kind of heat or moisture or cold, they can crack and crumble. And these are specifically designed for a child to chew on, and so they spend the majority of their time quite soggy, to be fair. So a lot of kind of non-hard wearing, non-natural rubbers aren't going to last you too long, whereas Sophie is going to last you forever, quite frankly. She's really tough. I think if you remember Stretch Armstrongs from when I was a kid, you could pull them and that thing wouldn't break. Sophie's that same kind of strength, which is brilliant. So she really is long wearing and robust. She's painted with food grade safe paint, and she's hand painted as well, actually, which I really like, because it means that no two Sophies are alike. So Sophie la Girafe, obviously I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the company's been around for a really long time. I think it's around 50-60 years now. They've certainly stood the test of time. They're a very kind of well-established French company, and more so in recent years they've kind of become globally famous, and that's why so many households now have a Sophie, and it is purely because of the love that the children have for them that she's become so popular. So I'll kind of talk about the kind of practical functions of them, and we'll throw you a video of Harrison enjoying it so you can see the important thing, which is it in use and it being loved by a baby. So she's really lightweight. Again, that's because of the natural rubber, and she's hollow in the middle. She's got a nice squeak to her, which is good because it's audio. It's audio stimulation for your child. You've got visual stimulation because of the contrast in colour. She's got a really light background, but the dark circles of her eyes and the dark circles of her spots, they create that really good contrast, which is good for developing eyesight. So on those fronts, she kind of ticks the boxes. In terms of her shape and size, you would just think, understandably, it's a giraffe. So her size and such are dictated to because she's a giraffe. However, they're actually really well considered and really intentional dimensions of her. So nice and lightweight. The neck is a really good size for even small babies to grasp, which is fab. And obviously as a child gets older, there's larger parts of the toy that they can grab a hold of. And when your child holds this at a kind of nice, comfortable resting space of hand on chest by her neck, held this way around, the space between the neck and the Sophie's head is the difference between your child's chest and their mouth, which means she's perfectly positioned for them to chew on her face. And when they're that age and that size, that means that the face and all the nodules on it are going to do a really good job of massaging their gums. When they get a bit older though, and they turn her over, the space between their resting position on their chest and her feet become the difference between their chest and the back of their gums, which is when their molars are coming through and those really nasty, painful back teeth. And the space, the length of the legs, just the right length to hit the back of those teeth. So again, you get them massaging in the correct place. So what looks like a kind of lucky coincidence because it's a giraffe are actually really well considered and intentional features, which I think is really clever, and I really like that. She is a lovely little toy. She may well have a lot of hype to her, but if I'm being honest, that hype is justified. It's a cracking little toy. We've got a few different teething toys and none of them kind of come close to the love that Harrison's got for Sophie. I think the second we handed her to him, he just kind of grabbed her in his arms, and it's been a chore to prise them out of his hands ever since, if I'm being honest. She's kind of replaced me as Harrison's favourite woman, but I'll forgive her for that because she's making him slightly less grumpy during these nasty teething stages. But yeah, I can't kind of emphasise just enough how really lovely this toy is, and how much he loves her, and how fantastic she's been to help him through these nasty stages. And even when he's not chewing on her, he really loves to hold her and kind of play with her and cuddle her. So she's a really, really lovely toy. The hype is absolutely justified, and for that front we'll give her a 5 out of 5. I think the price, though she is more expensive than some teethers, is brilliant for her if you consider the organic materials and the ethical manner in which she's sourced. Between £14 and £15 is generally what you can get for it, what you can get Sophie for. And don't forget, Baby Pure do discounts of a 10% discount for our audience by quoting Rose at checkout, and they do sell Sophies. In fact, they sell the full range of Sophie the Giraffe products. That includes the skincare and all the other toys as well. So head over if you're interested, get one. If you don't, you won't regret it, and get a nice 10% off in your travels. But also remember that this is going to be something that lasts far past the kind of childhood of your child, which means that it'll be a lovely keepsake to be able to hand down the family. So when you take this out of the memory chest in 20, 30 years time, and remind yourselves of those lovely days gone by, you'll be able to start a whole host of new memories with a grandchild, because it will be in perfect condition to be able to hand straight over again. So yeah, can't say any fairer than that. Get yourself a Sophie, you'll not regret it, and your child will thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for supporting us at eventualmother.com by watching this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Drop in the comments any questions or any suggestions you've got for us in the future. Be sure to get back to you on the back of that. And subscribe. We do loads of videos. We've got lots of reviews on different products. We've also got some tutorials and some how-tos to help you along. And there's the family stuff as well. So we've got a daily dose of cute for you featuring my beautiful son Harrison, and a bit of a family vlog there for you also. So get subscribed, head over to the website to check us out there as well. And don't forget about our social media too. And we'll hopefully see you again soon. Bye.